Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Won't you pull you up a chair and set a spell while I share the history of a long lost Alabama town? Old St. Stephens was situated on a limestone bluff that the Native Americans called Hobuka Kintopa. It was located at the fall line of the Tombigbee River. As early as 1772, a British surveyor, Bernard Romans, noted that sloops and schooners may come up this rapid, and I judge some considerable settlements may take place. By 1789, the territory came under Spanish control. The governor of Mobile established a fort and outpost here, and by 1796, 287 residents lived at the fort. February 5th, 1799, under the Treaty of San Lorenzo, Spain transferred the fort to the United States just after the Revolutionary War. The region was included in the Mississippi Territory. In 1803, the Choctaw Federal Trading House was established, named for the dominant Native American tribes. Americans traded manufactured goods for deerskins. In 1805, George Strother Gaines was appointed head of the Choctaw Agency. He continued to use the Spanish blockhouse as the agency store and established a land office in the former warehouse. He used the home of the former Spanish commandant as his own residence. In 1811, Gaines constructed what may be the first brick building built by the Americans in Alabama today. He used it as a warehouse. In 1804, Ephraim Kirby was appointed Supreme Court Judge of the Mississippi Territory by President Thomas Jefferson himself. Kirby described the residents of St. Stephens as illiterate, wild, and savage, and deprived of morals. A pioneer minister, Lorenzo Dow, used these weakness points as a challenge. Settlers living around St. Stephens requested official recognition by the Mississippi Territorial Legislature. By December 18, 1811, the settlement was officially renamed St. Stephens. By 1815, the Mississippi Territorial Legislature surveyed the town, and lots were sold. Approximately 40 houses were reported in the town by 1816. In 1817, the Alabama Territory was established. St. Stephens served as the territorial capital from 1817 to 1819. And by 1819, St. Stephens grew to over 500 homes. It had approximately 20 stores and commercial establishments, including 2 hotels, legal and medical offices, and even a theater. Henry Hitchcock was the first Attorney General of Alabama and later Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court. In 1818, a post office was established, with George Fisher being the first mail carrier between St. Stephens and Mobile. Thomas Easton published the Halcyon and Tombigbee Advertiser. Easton described the town as elegant, tree-shaded, spacious little town. In 1811, the Washington Academy private boys' school was founded. Israel Peekins, elected 3rd governor of Alabama, established the Tom Beckby Bank, the first to be chartered in the state. February 14, 1818, the first state assembly adjourned in St. Stephens. Many of the Alabama residents thought the capital should be moved to Tuscaloosa, but Governor Bibb had other plans. By 1819, the capital would be moved to Cahaba. This change threatened the future of St. Stephens. To add to the terror, with the development of shallow draft boats, permitting travelers to pass over the shoals and pass right by the town. A yellow fever outbreak caused high mortality rates. Railway construction completely bypassed the town and situated a train station just 2 miles west of the river. Most of the remaining residents moved to the station and they renamed that area New St. Stephens. By 1833, the old town site was reduced to a small village. By the time of the American Civil War, the town was almost completely gone. December 29th, 1970, the old site was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The St. Stephens Historical Commission, which oversees the St. Stephens Historical Park, was incorporated. Their mission was to promote and sponsor historical research and archaeological studies at Old St. Stephens. In 1999, the Alabama Historical Commission gave a grant for archaeological studies at the site. The goal was to complete a map of the old town site, finding the old locations of the streets, buildings, cellar depressions, cisterns, and excavate some of the old building sites. New St. Stephens has one building listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This was the St. Stephens Courthouse. It was listed July 3, 1997, and has been completely restored by the St. Stephens Historical Commission and served as a visitor center and local history museum. St. Stephens Methodist Church, built in 1857, was listed on the Alabama Register of Landmarks and Heritage on March 25, 1976. Folks, I want to thank you for sitting and listening to this little video, listening to the history of this old St. Stephens that started as a fort and ended up a ghost town. We appreciate you listening. We love you to pieces. We'll see you next time.